They had always come to America. Throughout the 1800s, most immigrants had traveled from the familiar places: Germany, Scandinavia, England. The Irish, Catholic in faith and starving from famine, flocked to the American shores in the 1840s. 1.5 million poor, desperate souls who found little hospitality in the New World. Nativism swelled, burned, but eventually dimmed. But the new immigrants, those starting in the 1880s, were not from the old countries that had founded the nation. They were from Southern Europe, Eastern Europe, Asia, Italians, Slavics, Greeks, Austro-Hungarians, Poles, Russians, Chinese. How could they ever be Americans?
An estimated 40% of Americans are descended from immigrants that passed through Ellis Island. That's a lot of Americans. The first Ellis Island immigration station opened on January 1st, 1892 in New York Harbor to manage the increasing number of migrants coming to America. In that first year, a record number of nearly 450,000 people passed through to enter the United States. By the time Ellis Island closed in 1954, that number had reached 12 million, although most of those people arrived by 1924. Migrants fleeing poverty and persecution or just looking to start a new life traveled by private steamship from Eastern and Southern Europe. Voyages could take 1 to 2 weeks. Ships divided passengers by wealth and class. First and second class passengers slept in staterooms and cabins while everyone else stayed in a space at the bottom of the ship called steerage. Steerage passengers paid around $30 per ticket, but steamship companies would sell as many tickets as they could. First and second class passengers paid even more. Because of this, steerage was often overcrowded and unsanitary, with shared sleeping compartments and no privacy. But hopeful immigrants stuck it out, believing it would be worth it for a chance to live in the United States. When ships finally arrived in New York Harbor, health officers boarded and looked for signs of disease before anyone was allowed to disembark. Healthy first and second class passengers were processed on the spot and allowed to enter the United States without setting foot on Ellis Island. Everyone else waited, sometimes for days, for small ferries to take them to the immigration station for processing. Migrants walked down the gangplank with all of their belongings and dropped their bags in the baggage room on the ground floor. They then continued up a winding staircase to the registry room, which was upstairs for a reason. Doctors stood on the second floor and watched each person climb the stairs for signs of health problems. The registry room, nearly 20,000 square feet with 56-foot-tall vaulted ceilings, was nicknamed the Great Hall for its size. It was here that most migrants' fate would be decided. The first step to entry was a 6-second physical exam by a uniformed doctor. Anyone considered a risk to public health was marked with a piece of chalk and taken out of the line to be examined further. Marks were given for everything from signs of mental illness to trachoma, a contagious eye infection that could eventually blind up to 3/4 of those infected. Those who cleared the medical exam went on to a legal inspection. Passengers were checked against a manifest from the ship they arrived on and asked 29 identifying questions, often with the help of an interpreter. If their answers didn't match the information on the manifest, things like their name, occupation, and country of origin, they could be detained. The legal interviews could take as little as 2 minutes, and the vast majority of people passed through with ease and were allowed to enter the country after being issued landing cards with their name, often misspelled, and destination. For others, the stay on Ellis Island was considerably longer. The few who were detained for either medical or legal reasons could be on the island overnight or for months. Once their records were finally reviewed, they would either be admitted to the U.S. or sent back to the country they came from, free of charge. But only 2% of the 12 million immigrants processed at Ellis Island were deported in this way. After inspection, everyone continued down a staircase with 3 aisles. Those being detained walked down the center aisle, those entering New York City or headed north walked down the left, and those traveling west or south walked down the right. At the bottom was a post office, a rail ticket office, and a place to change money. For some, family waiting.
Look what happened. They done let them through Ellis Island, and look what happened. Look what they did. They put on their white hoods. This is a slave rebellion right here, man. All original Americans, you must join me to stop this tyranny right here, man. This is tyranny, man. We gotta capture the slaves, man. We all need to start multiple petitions to start White History Month to educate them on who they are and where they came from, and to show them that this ain't their damn land, man. You gotta say it like that, cause they ain't gonna understand it like this ain't your damn land, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say it like that so it vibrates with them, you know what I'm saying? Or should I say resonate? You know what I'm saying? Look at this, man. A sea of fucking immigrants. They put on the white hoods, democracy, man. That's outside of the Constitution. They're U.S. citizens, man. Look at these U.S. citizens rebelling, man. Polish, Irish, German, Italian, etc., etc. You feel me? What you looking at here is a bunch of artificial persons / haters. The first haters that came here with the hating shit before the other ones came here as slaves in the colonial times. And I showed you that. White History Month. Rep that shit to the death. Because they gave us Black History Month and I ain't black. But look at this shit, man. Look at them, man. This is early 1900s, man. When they got numbers here and then they just invaded, like, and then you just look, man. This is what happened. Now they hiding, man. They're hiding, but they're still here. They're about to come. I'm about to show you them right now. Here they come. These motherfuckers forgot they was immigrants.
Build the wall for our grandchildren. Trump 2020, baby. Bullshit! You're fucking paramilitaries! USA! 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 We want socialism! Wake up, America! How about your children? Think of your children!
We want to make sure that our borders are secure, that our president gets the funding, and that our representatives vote and get the elected people in office to make sure that we have secured borders. We are sick and tired of people disrespecting, coming over by the thousands. We want people to know we will not be silenced in California.
When people are coming the wrong way, when people are breaking our immigration laws, it doesn't matter who. You don't know who's a criminal and who isn't. You can't know unless they're coming in the right way.
People on the left, they don't want to have a border. They don't want to have a USA anymore. They just want to have open borders, and they just want to destroy this country. And the fact of the matter is that God gives you something, whether it's a family or a country. You're supposed to take care of it. That's your responsibility. That's your stewardship.
White History Month. I'm gonna celebrate with my friends. It's White History Month, so be sure to tell everyone.
Yeah. I'm back for the land. I'm back for the land. Yeah, back for the land. Yeah, back for the land. Back for the land. Yeah.
I'm coming back for the land that my grandmama and my granddaddy put a house on. I'm coming back for the land in exchange for the fam I'ma put the whole South on. I'm coming back for that bag that you owe me, and I ain't coming back by my lonely. I'm back for the makers, I'm plotting on the block by your neighbors. I'm back for the land with a handful of bands, yeah, I'm back for the land. From the backwoods of the the cat, come back to claim what's ours. Give me flowers, the witch doctor pull roots and grind powder to flood our skies with the cries that grow louder. We put blood in the field to yield grain, and we water the seed, and the seed reveal pain. Flower buds were loveless, it's been a long road to hoe, but please know we all came for justice. I rain danced on the mainland, the stage hands came for a drama that they never seen. This is evergreen, you can feel it in the balcony, the mezzanine. Tragedy, agony, NC. I emerged from the fall going hard with a monologue. This ain't church, this cathedral. The Giancarlo Esposito, the griot. I'm echoing a hymn for my people. I said I'm coming back for the land that my grandmama and my granddaddy put a house on. I'm coming back for the land and exchange for the fam, I'ma put the whole South on. I'm coming back for that bag that you owe me, and I ain't coming back by my lonely. I'm back for the makers, I'm plotting on the plot by your neighbors. I'm back for the land with a handful of bands, yeah, back for the land. From the backwoods of the cat, come back to claim what's ours. Give me flowers, I painted the canvas, I'm kicking the melody. I came back for land deeds and legacies. I was born by the river with a flow and a fade, and a whole tribe of my ancestors. I do this for my grandpa with his peace pipe and his favorite chair, reclining, watching his westerns. I came back for my lineage, unblemished interior in the villages. I got a myriad of superior materials, I'm a serial liberator for lost children. You know we reap cause we sewed the cloth different, the work still speaking in tongues. We beating the drums, the real ones follow me. I'm pulling up for the property, motherfucker, talk to me properly. I'm coming back for the land that my grandmama and my granddaddy put a house on. I'm coming back for the land and exchange for the fam, I'ma put the whole South on. I'm coming back for that bag that you owe me, and I ain't coming back by my lonely. I'm back for the makers, I'm plotting on the plot by your neighbors. I'm back for the land with a handful of bands, yeah, I'm back for the land. From the backwoods of the cat, come back to claim what's ours. Give me flowers, I'm the black sparrow adorned in 24 karat gold, with a lighter to the barrels of all the phoenix. I'm in tune with my spiritual self, I'm trying to burn it all down, redistribute the wealth. I'd rather vibrate than gyrate when it's hot stakes. I don't migrate, I radicalize primates. Supreme literature still reek of my signature. Triple beam, lyrical dream, police picket. More heaters for listeners, more freedom for prisoners. Culture requirements for the gentrifiers and visitors. I emerged from the fall going hard with a monologue. This ain't church, this cathedral. The Giancarlo Esposito, the griot. I'm echoing a hymn for my people. I'm coming back for the land that my grandmama and my granddaddy put a house on. I'm coming back for the land and exchange for the fam, I'ma put the whole South on. I'm coming back for that bag that you owe me, and I ain't coming back by my lonely. I'm back for the makers, I'm plotting on the plot by your neighbors. I'm back for the land with a handful of bands, yeah, I'm back for the land. Yeah, 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 I'm back for the land. Yeah, 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 I'm back for the land. Yeah, 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 I'm back for the land.